to a citizen, fool. Citizen to a citizen, fool.
Key to life.
Another one. And now, our feature presentation.
Alright, citizens, like the title says, this is a unboxing upgrade video. Not too special, but special. It's the well talked about Springfield Armory Prodigy DS 1911 or 1911 DS. That's been out since September 2022. I didn't opt to purchase one when it first came out. Rightfully so. It came with a lot of problems, or perceived problems. A lot of people were complaining about it. It doesn't do this. It's jamming. It's not going back into battery. Not my experience. What you're seeing here is never been fired before. What I had before was the 5-inch version of this. This is the 4 1/4 inch version, which we're gonna get into. Quick look, what's in the box? It's a 4 1/4 Springfield Armory. This amazing, beautiful, very nice, lovely bag that it comes in. Of course, in your cardboard box. Get some instructions here. I don't really need these instructions. If you know anything about me, I study all of the firearms before I get them, and I make plans what I'm going to do with the firearms way before I get the firearm. And you'll get the gist of it when I give you what my process. I'll explain my process again and show you a couple of the upgrades that I opted to go with. Comes with some tools, small Allen wrench, key, whatever they're calling these. Controversy on that too. Big one, small one. Comes with an optic plate. Won't be using this. I think this is specific to the Hex Wasp or the Hex brand. So I'm not going to be using that. Comes with this lock, pretty cool lock. What else does it come with? Oh, let's open up the bag. Again, this is kind of a fake unboxing. I've opened this already, but hell, content is king. So let's go. All right. So what you get is 2 mags. Obviously you get the bag. You put that aside for now. You get 2 mags. You get a 20 rounder. You get a 17 rounder. Let's see if it says Springfield Armory 1911 DS 9mm. That's what you get in the bag. In addition to that, you get the actual Springfield Armory 1911 DS or DS 1911. Just right off the bat, again, I've shot the 5-inch for about 5 months straight, but I was opting to wait, let everything settle a little bit, and when everything settled and they started taking care of their quality control issues and started producing the next batch of pistols that obviously are not giving any problems, that's when I decided to go ahead and actually pick this one up. So this is the 4 1/4. A lot of complaints that were online. Though one of the complaints was the slide stop or slide release. you know, the positioning of it. So as you can see, typically like on a Glock or many of my other pistols, I'm able to just drop it with my thumb. This one requires second hand manipulation, weak hand manipulation, right? Oh, clear. Well, obviously clear. I just took it out of the box. Clear. So, requires second hand manipulation. I mean, my thumb is, you know, I can get there, but it's not comfortable. It's not normal, rather. Okay. And just for some context, for those of you that know me, that follow the channel, or just know me, I've never owned, ever owned a hammer-fired pistol. So this was my entry into the hammer-fired pistol world. And it's interesting, right? Again, I've never owned a hammer-fired pistol. All of my pistols are all striker-fired. I always said, you know, why would I want all of this extra stuff, right? I got an external hammer. I got a safety. I've never owned a pistol with an external safety on it. So this is, it's a lot to get used to. All right, and that's not a big deal. All right, so you know, as you know, they have the you got the, this is 3 pieces. Doesn't look like 3 pieces, but your slide is steel. This rail, again, forgive me, I'm getting used to the nomenclature of 1911s or 1911 style pistols or 2011 style pistols. So I'm getting used to that. You have the slide, or whatever you would call it, this part steel, and then the grip itself is some sort of polymer. Okay, so it gives you a pretty hefty gun unloaded. Let's go ahead and weigh it. Unloaded with a magazine in. 2 pounds, 5.8 ounces. All right, it's not too bad. It's right around, no, I mean, my X5 Legion is 44 ounces, so yeah, it's lighter than the X5 Legion, but I could already tell you that, you know, just going through and just doing some basic functions, you know, the slide, tolerances, you can see, or maybe the opposite of see. But I mean, I can't put a nail in between. Let me get a blade. Here's a blade. I can't put a blade in between these two. So tolerances are super tight, and that's pretty good. Well, this is what I'm told. This is what I'm taught. That's pretty good for a production 1911, right? Production, meaning it goes on an assembly line. There's no hand fitting with this. And through my studies on the channels that I mentioned, there's going to be some hand fitting with the upgrades that I've chosen to go with. Right? It's smooth. It feels smooth. You got your bull barrel. You got your the same texture that's on the grip, which by the way is phenomenal. You get this texture on the Springfield, the Hellcats, and I like it. I love it, actually. I like an aggressive texture here. Pause. Yeah. They complain, or they mention MIM parts and how you know, they could cause some issues. Yeah, technically, I mean, they can. MIM being mold injection, something or another. Again, you know, this is kind of new. So I like it. But let's get into the upgrades, right? Let's go ahead and drop this. So wait, safety's on. Take the safety off. Drop it. Okay, got an issue here. Okay. All right. So the upgrades that I opted to roll with, there's a lot, and I mean this is going to be a 2-part, potentially a 3-part video on here. So bear with me. If you don't like long videos, fast forward past the boring parts, or tune into the next video. First upgrade, let's see, I opted to go with is a weapons light. You know, you have a pistol. Listen, I'm not going to be carrying this. Well, that's a lie. I'm going to carry this whenever I want to carry it. In fact, the next holster, so the holster that I got is the, so make sure I got the right holster that I got for this is the QBO Tactical. Now, it's not going to fit right now because it's made specifically for the Streamlight. Okay, I mean it fits in there, but the way it's supposed to go and fit properly is with this Streamlight mounted, which I'm not going to mount on camera. I will mount off camera, but this is the outside the waistband holster from QBO Tactical. Shout out to Raj. I'll be reaching out to him to go ahead and get the IWB or the AIWB appendix inside the waistband holster made. I might do something, I don't know. But just without the light, it's a good, oh wow, yeah. It's a good good retention in there, but that's not how this holster is made. So once I get the light on there, you'll see that it's a much better fit. So like I said, before I even get the pistol, I have all of these upgrades ordered because I know what I want to do. I have a vision. So I went with the TLR1HL Streamlight. That's going to go on here. You'll see that in the next video how it looks, right? Let's put that aside. Next upgrade. This is from Atlas, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the tubeless guide rod. So if you know anything about the Springfield Armory DS 1911, when you're breaking this down, you go ahead and half cock this, slide stop or slide release, take that out. But before you do that, you have to loosen the guide rod a little bit. Once you loosen the guide rod a bit, then you take the slide off. I think that's the order. And then you loosen it all the way and that comes out. Well, I always have tools with me. If I need to break this down in the field, I'm not going through that. So they make a toolless guide rod. Basically, there's a spring in there, and what happens is it gets captured on this spring right here. So by pressing this button, you see that go up, okay? And then it captures the spring, compress it down, and then when you're ready, it lets loose. I'll show all of this stuff when it's all installed. So that's your toolless guide rod. That's a must. Well, it's a must for me. You know, your miles may vary. You may want to do something else or deal with that hassle of having to need a tool to take off your guide rod. Next up is EGW solid hammer ignition kit. Okay, they also send with that ignition kit a separate spring, right? This is a Sears spring. It says 1911 Colt. So you're not going to use this for the Prodigy. You're going to get rid of that one, and you're going to use this one. Basically, take this main spring housing off. That's what it's called. This thing slides out. and that will expose, is it this way? It's this way. That will expose this this spring right here. Also, you remove your safety, you remove all of this, and you'll be able to pull out your hammer, your sprayer, your sear spring disconnector, right? This is what was giving the problem. So whenever you heard people saying that it wouldn't go back all the way into battery, it was being hung up on this this disconnector here, this part. I didn't take it out. I don't want to lose the parts. When I get off this video, I'm gonna go ahead. Mind you, just FYI, I'm not a gunsmith, and I don't recommend anybody doing this unless they have the money to fix what they broke, right? So don't do what I'm doing. I'm not a gunsmith at all, so don't do what I'm doing. I'm doing all of this based on videos. That's how I learned with all of my other firearms, trial and error. And if I mess something up so bad that I can't fix it, then I'll take it to a professional, and they'll go ahead and fix it. So that's that ignition kit with the spring, guide rod, tools that I won't be using. Let's see what else we got. Trigger. It's from Atlas. So we got a there goes the trigger bow right there. I don't want to take anything out yet until I'm ready to start doing the disassembly, reassembly, installation. So I'll just show this as best. I didn't want the flat face. I wanted a little bit of a curve, so it fits the natural curve on my trigger finger here. And that's the bow. It's adjustable. That's what this is right here. And by adjustable, length of pull, right? So that being all the way here, all the way here, I can push it out so it's all the way there if I wanted it to be that far out, right? But I'm not going to do that because if I'm wearing gloves, you know, I want to be able to get the whole finger with the gloves in. While I'm here, let me just do a quick trigger pull to see where we're at. Didn't do that. Let's do that. See where we're at with the factory trigger, the MIM parts that everybody complains about. Doing something wrong here. Hold on. Because there's no way that's a 6-pound trigger. Let's take a look at it. All right, so let's get another pull on here. See what it's at. That was 4.5. 4.5 again. We'll do one more. Four and a half. So with the introduction to, or the installation of this new Atlas Gunworks bow and trigger and this new spring and ignition kit, you should lighten that. So that's that. Atlas. I'll be switching out this is the slide stop, slide release, and apparently takedown. I'll be switching it out for this precision, this EGW slide stop takedown. I'm switching it out because it gives you a bigger ledge. You can see, you know, take it out of the package. Gives you a bigger ledge to go ahead and swipe down on. That's one, right? If you look at the differences between the two, right? It sticks out about 1/18 of an inch, right? A little bit more than normal, but you know, it's going to be cosmetic, right? Because I want to do the I think what they're calling it is like a tuxedo look, where it's black and silver, or what have you. So this is why you have the burst steel takedown, trigger, hammer. I was really waiting. I didn't want to make this video because I was waiting for the burst steel mag release between EGW and Atlas. They haven't made new ones yet, made them available. Same thing with the safety. I'm gonna eventually switch that out, but I've been sitting here for so long. It's good to see oil on there. And the hammer, and the grip safety here, I'm gonna switch that out, right? These are all MIM parts. I'm not just switching out for cosmetic reasons, but I want to have, injection molded. That's what it is, I think. Injection molded parts. I want to have good solid parts in here, which is basically what the staccatos have in there. Now, a lot of people will think, why don't you just get a staccato? Listen, I'm just getting into the 1911 game, so I'm not just going to jump out the window with a staccato, even though I've jumped out the window with other firearms, but I wasn't a fan of 1911s. I'm becoming a fan now, so this is my entry level. This is my Honda Accord, so bear with me. Another upgrade is the mainspring housing. I got it in, again, burst steel. Do I need it? No, this doesn't make anything better here. Again, I'm going cosmetic wise, so this is going to replace the existing one, and then it's also going to, once I get the grip safety and the thumb safety, it'll all make sense to everybody, right? And what else? Magwell, EGW, so I went crazy with EGW. That's gonna go on here. So you can see the look I'm going for. And that's what the next video is gonna be about. It's gonna be a lot of shooting, and then before and after all these parts are installed. And I don't want you to think that it's just gonna hang out with, but 2 mags. You got a 3rd mag. You got a 4th mag. We got a 5th mag, all 20 round mags. And we got a 6 mag. Why do you have 6 mags? I didn't get this gun this firearm just to get it. I'm going to be shooting competition with it. If you know anything about competition, this is the bare minimum when it comes to mags, right? 6 mags. Some mags may fail, yada yada yada. Am I gonna carry this? Like I said, yeah, I might, maybe. Options, I like options. But this is what you got.
Springfield Prodigy DS 1911. Upgrade video coming soon.
You're still here. It's over.
Another one.